It's not very often we get to interview one of our own, but we are today. Author and news anchor from our sister station Fox 56 in Lexington, Marvin Bartlett, joins us now.
He's in town to talk about his book, Spirit of the Bluegrass. And you've probably seen those stories right here on Daybreak and Eyewitness News. So good morning to you.
Good morning to you.
Good
welcome
to
welcome to Eyewitness News.
Yeah, right.
Yes.
Happy to be here.
Yes. So tell us all about this book, because you've done such great stories over the years.
Well, thank you. I've done this segment, Spirit of the Bluegrass, for about 10 years, and it's just about interesting people, places, and things all over Kentucky. But as you know, TV stories can disappear pretty quickly. People might see them once and they're gone. And I just thought some of these stories need to be preserved, and book form was the best way to do it.
It really is. So talk about the Spirit of the Bluegrass for 10 years now. How do you find these little communities where to do stories?
I get asked that a lot, and you know, it's really not hard. Once I started doing it, viewers sent ideas. I get clippings from magazines, small town newspapers, Facebook. I drive past things. I'm just curious enough to stop. So I have a folder full of ideas at any time. Maybe there's 100 stories in there. It's just finding the time to do them that's the hard part.
Absolutely. You're very busy. So how do you compile, obviously you've been doing this for a decade, so how do you pare down stories for your book?
Yeah, that was the hard part, deciding what to put in and what to leave out. I've done about 250 of these segments, about 60 of them are in the book. So I kind of decided I'd like to go with the stories that maybe even lifelong Kentuckians didn't know that much about or hadn't heard of. So not the more familiar things, but the more unusual and more unique things are what made the cut.
Okay.
So what would you say is probably your favorite story in that book then?
Oh, I can't answer. I get asked that all the time. I like the quirky people, the people that are just kind of march to their own drum beat, that are just a little bit different than the rest of us. They're always great stories. Best stories are always people stories.
Right.
Yeah.
So what's the process of getting this, compiled? Obviously, it's different crafting a story for TV broadcast, the internet, versus a book. So what's the process?
Well, it was a long process putting it together for a book. In fact, I had to put it together about a year and a little more than a year ago. So I've done some segments since then that I wish had made the book, but they didn't make the cut. So that it was easy for me in the fact that I'd already done the stories and I just had to kind of turn it into print style. Most of the research had been done. But the slow rollout was the hard part for me because, usually we're working pretty quickly.
We're meeting deadlines all the time.
Yeah,
right?
that's right.
Yeah.
So talk about the book signing and how people can get your book.
Yeah, we're going to be at the Henderson County Library tomorrow night from 6 to 7:30. We're going to discuss it for a little bit, take some Q&A, and then I will have books there if anyone cares to get one. It's also available on all the typical sites, Amazon.com, Barnes & Noble, Books A Million. It's pretty easy to get a hold of. So, and it's the kind of book I like to read. It's very short chapters with lots of pictures.
There you go.
Sounds
Well,
right.
a lot of good visuals.
Yeah.
Yes. Are you going to be reading passages from it, taking questions from folks?
Yes.
How's it going to work tomorrow?
Yes, we'll read some of it, take a lot of questions. I like that part the best. And I'll certainly collect ideas. My goal was to do stories in every county in the state, and I'm actually working on some while I'm here now this week. So when the series resumes after Labor Day, I promise there's going to be some stories from this part of the state. So if people bring me ideas, that's wonderful too.
Oh, that would be great.
Oh,
yeah,
absolutely.
We've got a few ideas from here.
If someone has missed some of your pieces, can they see them online anywhere?
They can, and in fact, the book, at the back of the book, there's a link to a YouTube channel where you can match every story with the video if they decide, I'd like to see this or hear this person speak. And it's also archived on our website, the station I work for, your sister station, Fox56news.com.
Great. All right. Thank you.
Well, Marvin, welcome to Henderson. Even though you're kind of sort of from here in a way. So.
I spend a lot of time here. My wife is from Henderson, so I've been here many times. Love to visit here. Yes.
We like your socks too.
That's
You've got
right.
really cool
That's
Kentucky
the
socks
view.
on.
Yes, the words to my old Kentucky home. Right
That's
there.
great.
That's awesome.
Amazing. Thanks for stopping by.
Pleasure meeting you, Marvin.
Thank you. Nice to meet you both.
Time for